gentlemen and ladies, we have waited a long time to finally realize if either Goliath or Energy are gonna make it through. But do they have the energy, or are the soldiers prevailing as Goliath is gonna fight against David? Let's figure it out. Let's start it up and let's see, because it is about time to realize what's gonna happen. We waited. Goliath have not dropped a single map before in this qualifier, and neither did they even let any team go into double digits outside of one single time. Nades are going good, accuracy is there, Blaze is proving his worth, but a bit of pressure is coming down on him. He should be able to though survive, and absolute dominance is brought on the table. Goliath should not stand any longer. As Massacre tries to play around his own smoke. Man's crazy. Construction not being held. There it goes, though. It's just a matter of seconds. Massacre, under no circumstance, should get the bomb down. There's no way this should work. There he goes. I shouldn't have said it, but missed him. Finds Massacre. So, that is the point in time where I'm going to blame myself, but you South African friends can most likely help me. First of all, just putting that out here, Energy picked Inferno. So if that's going to be a change in the end, we're going to figure that out. Finding out the names. Deviants, Zip, Adaro, Massacre, and Conspiracy. Actually, easy names to finally pronounce. I'm still not sure about Dweezil, or Dwezil, or Dwezil. Dwezil? I don't know. I'm blaming myself regarding that, really. You're allowed to hate me. But at that point in time, we're going to see how that one will go. As with some likelihood, we might just have an easy win coming the way of Goliath, in case they can't put their strength together. A&M starts good. Blaze with a triple, and so the MP9 reigns supreme. Could ADM be called Adam, and I'm just very dumb? Yes. Okay. I have proven myself that ADM could be called Adam. I tried. So forgive my stupidity. Just putting it out right here. In this qualifier, right, this is a pivotal aspect of this. The best player has been Adaro with a 1.50 ratings over the course of 6 maps. That is absolutely bonkers. Goliath have played only 3 best-of-3s to get it to the final, and like I said, never dropped a single map. This could be their first time, but as Massacre starts to massacre the first, the nade is taking him down. As only 3 players remain from the Goliath site. It's about time to take down the big man. Goliath, though, have always won this map against Winko and Toli during this qualifier. Also during the open qualifier, they were quite successful. Had an easy time there. So they go onto the A side. They can dodge the molly. Player found on the balcony. And so it's the MP9 to reign supreme part, and it's the UMP. And how is nobody coming around? Conspiracy, you're letting your teammate die in this, and this is such a pivotal play. A critical one that turns around. Unbelievable. How this was just a slaughter of your own friend. But Conspiracy can still try to turn this one around. Depends on how he plays it. As he checks library. Turns around to find the first. Short player eliminated. Balcony up next. And Weasel comes into sight and takes him down. All just well done.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
And as Tech 9s, or more likely one Tech 9, a few P250s are left. Let's take a look how much of a change that's going to make. Doubt it will have any major impact on it, but you never know. Fast-paced plays can wreck you more uncomfortably than you like. We know about it. So let's see if that's going to be the case at this point in time. It's all alright. It's all good. And in the meantime, 4-0, done with ease. No real problem, no real surprise. Goliath, down by those 4 rounds at the moment. You can see it here with the odds, not very surprising actually. Favoring still the Goliath side after the run they had. Oh, this is so brilliantly done. Adam with 2k. Could get a little more, zip zip. Looking to catch Banana, but I mean the smoke is a clear indicator. As short as was thrown, of course the player's waiting. Oh, in place with a 2k by the book. The bomb on the pedestal. And Energy is going to say thanks for that, as they are able to find themselves in another beneficial and amazing situation. And Goliath should send their man Conspiracy home to save this up. There it goes. Pause being called. Goliath don't want to fall down that easy. Thank you, Windows, for the update. Love to hear it. That was all I wanted to know. Yeah, no, dude, Windows, I really love you. I have not understood that I should update my PC. In the meanwhile, let's see. Goliath is going to update their play. Down by just 5 rounds. It could have been a little bit of a better start. Banana, they push this time around, and full speed they go. Left lane Autobahn, a good night for the first place. Is seeing the blazing flames in front of him. If the B-side aggression is now, though, paying off, different sort of question as Adam sprays through a bit, finds one. Nope, not the case. And a CT rotator is be spotted or not. Nope. Actually taken out in the end. Massacre's going to take down Adam, though, and it's still a 3 versus 3. The weaponry not looking good and missed them. Oh, with what a play for the smoke. A realization of where the final individual stands should set in anytime soon. The best player of this entire qualifier has 0 frags at this point in time. 0. And if that's not shocking, I don't know. It's there. Done. Without any bigger complications. RG take just another round. Shocking. This seems flawless. I mean, the way they performed with overpass against their opponent on the CT side was already crazy. The poor Sinister 5 struggling so massively earlier on after doing a quite decent train performance. Not what I expected. Honestly, not what I expected. Thought this could be a little bit better. Inferno won without major problems so far. But maybe Goliath is going to turn around once the CT side is there, and nevertheless you need around 5 to 6 rounds for a very solid situation to easily turn it around. If it's going to be that amount of rounds, we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. There it goes. Adam finds the first, goes down and back with ease. A very pivotal in the end to do it like that. And a tiny gap for Adam. As it is God's plan, so beneficial for them. And there it goes. Adaro is not going to be finding anything right now, as Massacre, though, his teammate will be holding down any players crossing. Is the pivotal aspect for Adam, and his op strikes another time. It looked like it was so promising, but Adaro goes and does the Foon, takes him out in between, and this bomb still needs to hit the ground. 3 versus 2, and if they have missed him on the radar, different question. Do they have missed him on the radar? Because Conspiracy is not working. He can just do the Usain Bolt and run away. Energy are able to pick up another round. And this map is not even heavily CT-sided anymore. In the last 3 months, 51% of the Inferno rounds have been won on the CT side. 51% is not a lot. Considering Mirage, for example, is 53.5, it is just really not a lot. I would definitely not even gonna doubt it. And that makes it a bit more shocking. Goliath coming into this, acting like they're Mr. Universe with Arnold Schwarzenegger pose and flexing those muscles, but in the end it's all a bit inflated. Surely we're just talking about the early phase of that, so therefore things could change throughout the entire course of this. Don't get me wrong, please. Never would assume this game is over by now, but the tendency is there. Another player spotted, and Blaze does himself a favor by directly retreating after realizing what's happening. So, as some say, patience is key. Let's see if patience is gonna pay off. Blaze is gonna wait it out. First found, second though not for him in the book. And Adam, can he prevail to some degree? Surely, he still keeps it up to be the man advantage. And there, the AUG reigns supreme again. I mean, this is just absolutely slaughter from Energy and fresh South African meat delivered to them. And this is beautiful. I mean, really, what else do you want to say about it? And just beauty in their place. Not even, I think you can't even discuss that. You can't even discuss that. And honestly, I don't know what your thought is about this, really. But this is shocking. This is shocking. And when is the clearance coming in is the question, really. When is the clearance coming in for this team? Surely this is right now just a pure A-side aggression. If Weasel, Raid, and missed them waiting it out to strike. But Adaro, he and his crew are finally starting to lead, and this is a beautiful Molotov. Seeing that yesterday in the Vitality versus Ends match, not yesterday, a few times ago. There it goes. One, not the second. Could have been the one by the book. Dweezil reigns supreme. The no-scope is going to be granted. It just looked so promising. It really did. the molly goes in quite well. Clear indicator where the player stands. Seem to be somewhat scared about somebody in graveyard. Head peeks out. Zip zip. That's a zip zip with him. And finally, it was about time that Energy is letting their opponent pass. But still, we're talking about one round where I let them pass. A single one. A single one. And as A sites, they try to figure if it's vulnerable. We see Adam taking a bit of banana control. This is where they now send Weasel over to the site, as a lot of steps have been heard. But in the meantime, and this is what I like, quickly explaining that, or at least from my point of view. If Adam would have stayed aggressive in banana, if he falls down, the entire B side collapses and falls in the hands of Goliath. So what he does, or what he could do, is just jump spot around, what he basically does right now, and ask for support when needed. Oh, and there the players come, and now he runs. Somehow takes a lot of damage, and so he could ask for support, which he somehow does. Blaze is on his way with funny wise 18 HP, not the best situation to be in, and the bomb still waits in top mid. So now it seems to be somewhat situation based. If they capture the B site, they'll directly push over, and they seem to have a clear idea what is happening. Meanwhile, Energy is getting bamboozled big time, and Adam, pray to the Lord that somebody's coming to save you as he takes down two. This is craziness. Out of coffin he comes, and that could be a round that collapses again, though HP wise only 218 left on Energy, and as the Energy now needs to be with them, Goliath wants to strike big time as two players wait back in construction. A single kid is on raid. No flashbang to flash themselves out. Zip zap nearly finds the first. This is a bit of information collected. Missed them wants to come around. And he has the idea. Leaving the spray. Only Adaro. Only Adaro right now. And the kid has to retreat. First of all, he can't fake it out. Adaro is gonna make it with just 19. The casualties are big on Goliath, but same goes for Energy, who now have to eco through. Such spray downs. Not much to say in this round, really. I mean, even capitalizing on it would be beautiful. Missed him is just throwing him off the balcony with a Spartan kick. And that's a free gift. Falling into the hands of Mistem. Weapon switched with the pistol. Nice move, actually. Meanwhile, Patience on Goliath. Not dedicating to any side really yet. And I mean, Weasel secretly waiting on the balcony would be interesting to see if he can capitalize on anything. So slowly and steady, A-side take, and Energy is gonna scratch their head and be like, hold on. There's nothing coming our way. What are we supposed to do? And if you're wondering, funny fact, why Energy is on this low buy, of course a lot of you are actually have a quite profound knowledge when it comes to Counter-Strike. But here, see that till round 5, they surely had 2 rounds where they couldn't really bring through too many players, but 5 for 4 is fine. And here's the problem where it started to rise. Because if you kill the majority, of course, this is logical, the majority has to reinvest into it. Same goes here, even more than that. 80% of the team died, so 80% need to reinvest. And this is where it then got a bit problematic, because they have accumulated a bit of good bucks here, but then, you know, it starts to descend and descend. It's not too much more for Energy to get an extremely good half out of this. The buy is there, the possibility exists. So, the wallbang denied. You won't go any further than that. So you see, Shoulder trying to take the B side, Massacre. That's so devastating. Zip Zip and his teammates could still try to hold that down. Mr. Weasel has a realization. This flashbang! Oh, Massacre was helping out his teammate to even get that far! It was just a flashbang. Just the flashbang. Dangerous situation. Again, Goliath decided to pick Nuke afterwards. This is the Energy pick. And Energy, under any circumstances when they won that, it was either 16-13 against White Rabbit or double OT against Big 5. Goliath always looked like this is the casual, easy sort of map for them. Now they struggle. This is all ready, and that's the fun part. In case they win every single round from now on, if you consider that to be the case, it still would be by now the second closest game ever. And realistically speaking, Energy still has a lot to come up with, especially when they're right now trying to take that B site. A few obstacles in the way, just 4 to be accurate. And there it goes. Aggression starts up, and the B side fairly well fortified. Oh, the double nade towards CT connector is so devastating. It's the pistols reigning supreme. This is ridiculous! Take the fresh equipment you don't need to buy yourself. Energy is getting a few gifts from Toys R Us, and those nice AKs look quite shiny and fresh. Goliath shrugging, asking what happened here. Again, it's a slot for the Asian miner. This is what up for grabs. Missed him. That's first. Second one done with East. Third. Oh, of course. Energy is achieving double digits already, and that could be a quick one here. Honestly surprised. You mean when you see the statistics, right? When you see the statistics, gonna be like, yeah, 2-0 for Goliath. I mean, it's gonna be an easy one, but the fight energy delivers. Brutal and amazing at the same time. Honestly, would have not expected to go that far. Honestly, would have not thought. That it could be that good for this team. So the strategy here is just so lovely to watch, as in trying to molly every player who could take a look over on short, pardon, on long. And this allows the major access. You see it right there. Massacre's coming in. Side player. Right! This was all his, but suddenly it collapses again. Adam gets killed in the trade, and that all should be just Goliath, because there's not much wiggle room for energy at the moment. Blaze in combination with Dweezil. Absolutely insane frag, but this doesn't change the outcome. It would be a miracle needed for energy to turn this one around and let it be an 11-4. But Deviant and Co., they got it in their hands. They won't let this one slide away under no circumstance overall. And again, 10-5. It could be more ideal for Goliath. It could be more ideal. And so it starts up. Oh, zip. Does a little zip with Blaze. They want to run him over, though. And that works with the Glock. Yes, indeed. So it's going to be just a sandwich build up on the B side. Nobody can stop the players who already made it through CT. A quick rotation? Yeah, for sure, but Mistim's going to wait it out. Mist is going to wait him out. Finds the first. Mistim! Yes, he does. The second could have been also granted. Nevertheless, Sadaro with a triple. Totally missed that. Shout out to the auto director. Nevertheless, Goliath, do they bounce back now? And the nades, the bombardment. There it starts. Another one of the mortar fire coming down. Doesn't hit anything. And that train, oh, it's gonna arrive on B, but it's gonna be derailed immediately. Quick shutdown. So they accumulate money. Nobody died. Energy now coming in with the buy. And of course Goliath is gonna stick to what they just have. No reason to upgrade, really. And Energy, they have decided to play this. That's it for Blaze. Good night. See you in another round. And even a free gift. Amazon Prime to Adaro. How lucky can you get, really? How lucky can you get? Their mistakes are coming in, though. It's gonna be that FAMAS. It looked for a second like things could get promisingly right. Must have heard Deviant. But that's an unfortunate ending. Missed them. Good luck and fun with that one. Knows about a player in library, but he should be just taken out from every single angle anytime soon.
Counter-terrorists win.
And now, let's find it out. Oh, Adam is gonna send the man to bed. Zip, zip. Hopefully he has his pajamas on already, because this will not be a long stay, and even a free weapon for the South African player. What an outstanding move, really. Comes around, peeks, says, how are you doing? And collects an AWP. Does Goliath really tie this up that early on? And I mean, without even dropping something right now would be... I mean, it would be critical. It would be a critical stance they have now taken. There it goes, flashbang out. Massacre. It's not even starting a massacre. Killed beforehand. And what a crazy mistake. It's Adaro needs to hold it pretty much on his own. Player's coming close, but he's mowing them all down, running out of bullets, and a plan that is inevitable. It really is inevitable. It's so weird to see, but that is just conspiracy. One tap and Adam, and so a Soul Soldier can try his best to hold down the side, not letting them pass. Missed him. It's not much more. But Deviant, who has been just sleeping throughout the entire match.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
That is a 10-8. I mean, you remain speechless after this, don't you? This place is looking to find a little bit more over there towards Banana. Goliath is going to remain calm and with ease. No stress, no worries. They're happy about what they have achieved so far on the city side. Unbeatable to some degree. So the previous round was a shocker. How Adam one-tapped the player in short was already crazy. Now it's going to be an attack over to the A side. The Aug is trapped and mollied out in just a second. He can escape! Goodness gracious, how does Conspiracy do that? And Dweezil upgrades himself with an op. 2 ups we see right now.
Bomb has been planted.
And that's beautiful. Nothing to happen. Massacre is also taken out. There's finally the first for energy. And funny-wise, the eco for Goliath as well. There it goes. Pistols again. Oh no, don't let it happen. Don't let this be some sort of eco-fun stuff. Problem is, though, for Goliath, it's all coming down to the B sites. There it goes. No real worries. No real worries indeed. Still? Nah. It's not gonna happen, is it? Molly down to banana. Players are getting any access denied. Yeah, and that's obviously not gonna happen. AK on Deviant should stay in his hands. Escaping over banana. Well, conspiracy and zip zip. They look for frags. Not gonna happen though. And here we are. Another round, another bit, and another one goes in their way. And this is now the buy. Again, not even a buy, pardon. A mixed sort of thing from Goliath. That 5-7 now banana, you hear it. No, you got to be kidding me. Deviant with a frack of the place that seemed to be just scripted. Weasel finding one after another. This A side belongs to the Massacre. Oh, does he start the Massacre? It's a free AK. Gotta reload real quick. No pressure on him. The nade goes directly on his head. He spots the player. And now he runs over to check if anyone is coming from middle. Nope, he rather stays to the A site. And this would be just a miracle by Massacre. This would be just the play his team wants to see. But by the name of God, you can't tell me this is happening. 12 versus 9, Op versus AK.
Bomb has been planted.
One shot on both sides, just one shot. The man Massacre is setting himself up for the molly. Where does it land? It should be exactly where I expect. No! Missed him, has to go on the site, and he hits the shots. Denied it was, but my goodness, energy on the edge of losing such a round. And he's actually congratulating him for the Molotov. Oh, there it goes. Adam's somewhere in the flames. The CT side can't come back. Doesn't seem to be not necessarily the case. But Steven and Co still need to try to get this one turned around. It looked promising, but not gonna happen. Conspiracy and Adaro looking to make this work. Conspiracy and Adaro looking to get this done. So you might say it could be a case closed. Depends on Dweezil, but perfect setup. Really a brilliant one on the side. Energy on Inferno. I would have not expected this. Really, I would have not expected this. By the way, if you're wondering how my setup looks like, this is basically me. I still cast in 4-3. This is virtual 16-9 if you're wondering. Either way. Would be a shame for Goliath if they really let this one drop. Would have expected a bit more after what we have seen in the past in this qualifier from those lads. Next up, nuke though. If we already want to go that far and say Goliath won't take this, which is somewhat realistic if we think about it, but speaking of this, you never know. ZZ says, bonjour, Adam. He's first of all taken out. Free weapon for Adaro, who has been a threat in the past. So, it's just the pistols. A beautiful dink. More to come from Conspiracy, maybe. They all just gonna chime in, and 3 players waiting there with nothing else in sidearms. An opportunity, though, to hold them down, to lock them down, to not let it pass. And that is the case. Missed them with nothing else than a Glock. Good night. Jesus Christ, and the gifts are there. Goliath is gonna take free weaponry. And NRG, surely, this is a round where they can't prevail. Play, spot a scout? Was that on purpose? Never ever. You got the drinks, that's all you need. Got some sody pops. Let's see if it's gonna be a quick game for a quick kiss. Energy could economically collapse after this one. It would be 14-11 by then. And if this is not a pressure situation for Energy, then I don't know. If this is not a pressure situation for this team right now, you're going into this matchup, and I'm not so sure what the mindset of Energy is. Honestly, I cannot tell you. What I could assume is that you're playing against just pure beasts. And I don't say that to overhype Massacre and co, but decently, you have to say, the way they played during this closed one for the CSA region, and it's been absolutely astonishing. So, Adaro finds the first, waits it out, spray goes in the right direction, more damage dealt, and Massacre, he's not letting the pass, at least to some degree. This bomb site still under heavy fire, and that heavy fire needs to be stopped anytime soon. The bomb will hit the ground. A player to be spotted, yes indeed, and Mistum cannot even dodge it. Energy must call this a case closed, otherwise it needs to be 2-player with heroic individual frags. Patience on Blaze is there. He doesn't have the best angle though when it comes down to a bomb defuse. Finds one, can't move out. He can't move out, no circumstance. So the defuse is initiated. A round that belongs to them. And I have to be very honest, right? Very honest with you. I have never in my life casted South African Counter-Strike, and this is one of the most exciting, by far, one of the most exciting and interesting and amazing matches I've seen in a while. It's so close, it's not boring, because, you know, there are also matches where they're waiting out until the last 30 seconds, and the build-up to this is extremely tedious. Nevertheless, I have to say this is just amazing. Energy versus Goliath, there seems to be so much more behind it. Let's see if the pistol train is going to choo-choo on the A site. Because Thomas the Tank is looking for a new job. Deviant, in the meanwhile, going to throw away $600 of utility. And they all find a bit. It's still uncomfortable. It's still possible. That bomb on a pedestal, that bomb to be picked. And Raid's performance not going to matter in this one. 12-14. Goliath bounced back. Quick look at the scoreboard is going to tell us that this was a back and forth throughout the entire course. Energy, besides that, not letting their opponents go anywhere. And Energy. Team that is just 2 rounds away from success. Goliath is fighting. And they're fighting big time. First frag comes there. Conspiracy lets his AK shine, but through the box, plays know what's up. But again, another round that falls down. Energy looking very hardly for this. There it goes. Dweezil, you against Free. Good luck and fun. Stone, Massacre. Look for a second like he's gonna find him. But there it goes. Right angle. And there it goes. Energy, do you really struggle right now with this? Is it pressure? Is it another problem? Not so sure about it. Not so sure about it. I would not even be surprised if we see overtime, very honestly. I would not be surprised 1 second. At this point in time, though, 2 and 3 rounds away from success. And a Deagle that strikes with perfectionism. I mean, 1 shot in the mid of the air. Massacre is pretty much on his own, but his AUG could be the spray you need. Only one to find and an upgrade for the opponent. Zip, zip. Not letting him get any further. Not gonna let them any further. With the flashbang, bought himself a ticket to his own death. Major mistake, maybe. Ooh, and that is now Adam striking. Energy really wants to properly seal the deal by now. Only Deviant to turn this one around. He himself got 100 HP, and he didn't see the player behind the flames. This is so unfortunate. Another one to his left needs to really read this one right. Blaze is not coming out until he thinks it's the right time. And Deviant must have been hurt on the side. Still, his teammate is not coming out. There it goes. He's still trying to now hide himself. Works to that degree that Adam can sneak over. Goliath, they're really going to collapse in this round number 29. This team, I mean, extremely promising. Would be a bit of a surprise. It would be, by the way, the first map ever for Goliath to drop. The first map ever in this qualifier. They've beaten Energy before. Now, let's see if they can do it again. Adaro is going to fall first. That A side part and that B side aggression It's only gonna come down to 4 more soldiers with a bomb. Spotted, doesn't seem to be the case. I'm just gonna take down a player at banana. Now it's all about the bomb site. No flank anymore coming in. No more flank on the way. So it might be done. It might be done. They're trying so hard to get on the side. They have lost another player. And so it gotta be through the smoke. Adam with a pivotal frag. It all goes in the right direction. Massacre wants to now get them 1 by 1. He somewhat does. And the diffuser Drizzle. He got a kit. No, he doesn't. Finds him. And that's done. That's over. And this all belongs to Energy. Unbelievable. 16-13. And Adam and Co, they bring it home, they get it done, and they send their opponents into the situation of 0-1. Well done by Mr. and his crew. We're going to head into a little break, and we will just be right back.